Hi, this is Dovid Orlofsky, and welcome to the parsha in 5, where in 5 minutes we try to give you an idea that hopefully will add to your Shabbos. And it is Parshas Haazinu. We come mamish to the end of the Torah. We're right there. The penultimate parsha. It's not easy to work that word in, right? It means second to the last. Penultimate. Haazinu. Haazinu is a song, and it takes us from the creation of the world all the way to Yemos Mashiach. There is one pasuk in this parsha I want to focus on. Perek Lamed Beis Pasuk Ches. B'hanchil elyon goyim b'hafridu b'nei Adam yatsev gvulois amim lemispa b'nei Yisrael. HaKadosh Baruch Hu set up the 70 nations like the 70 members of Bnei Yisrael went down to Mitzrayim. This is chronologically incorrect. When did the 70 nations get separated? The 70 nations make their appearance at the end of the Mabul, when it gives us the Toidos of Noach Ubanav. There are 70. They become the 70 nations of the world. And at Migdal Bavel, HaKadosh Baruch Hu divides all of their languages, and they become 70 separate, distinct nations. Now, they can't just join together. And then, at that time, after that, Avraham Avinu appears on the scene. And then he starts teaching. HaKadosh Baruch Hu comes to him at 70. At 100, he has Yitzchak. And 400 years after that, they come out of Egypt. But from Yitzchak being born until they go down to Egypt, so Yaakov is 130, his father was 60 when he was born, is 190 years. And then we were down in Egypt for 210 years. So 190 is going to be hundreds of years after HaKadosh Baruch Hu separated the 70 nations, that the 70 people of Klal Yisrael went down. You know what the pasuk is telling us? We are it. We are the entire world. Everything revolves around us. And that's what the pasuk is telling us. The 70 nations which were created was only because we were going to become 70 people go down to Egypt. The Maharal says because 70 is the final number that you see of significance in the Torah. It's amazing. He says at the age of 20, you go out to war. At the age of 30, the Levium start working. Right? And he goes through the different numbers. You count Erechim only until 60. Over 60 is a different number. We don't make it a separate group anymore. Everything after that is the same. And 70 is the people of the Sanhedrin. That's the final number, he says. You don't find an 80. You don't find a 90. 70 is the last significant number. And 70 will pop up in a lot of different places. And so, there's a beautiful Baal Turim in Baal Loischa, where he says there are 70 names for HaKadosh Baruch Hu and 70 names for Klal Yisrael. And the 70 individuals of Klal Yisrael who went down represent the entire world. The world represents them. It's a very important concept, because it's very easy in the world we live in to think, who are the Jews? A fraction of 1% of the population. But the whole world is obsessed with us. Every country, nobody cares about other wars that are going on. No one cares about other oppressions that are happening to people. Nobody cares about the Uyghurs in China. Nobody cares about the slavery in the Sudan. Nobody cares about any of this stuff. All they care about is the Jews. We're such a fraction of the population, and that's all they care about. Because they understand that we are the Am HaNivchar, that we are responsible for the entire world. And they sense it. And so as we approach this new year, we need to understand that we are the world. On Sukkot, we bring Shivim Par, Keneged Shivim Omas HaOlam. We're bringing a kapara for the 70 nations of the world. And the Chazal say that if the nations of the world knew what they had lost by destroying the Beis HaMikdash, they would have run to rebuild it. Because those 70 nations, we're the ones who are responsible for them and for being able to take care of the world. Never underestimate yourself. When we read Haazinu, which is the story of world history, it's the story of Jewish history. Because what we do sets everything into motion and decides everything in this world. Use your power carefully. Because as Uncle Ben said, with great power comes great responsibility. Good Shabbos.